योऽन्तः प्रविश्य मम वाचमिमां प्रसुप्ताः सञ्जीवयत्यखिलशक्तिधरस्वधाम्ना अन्यां च हस्तचरणश्रवणद्वगादीन् प्राणान्नमो भगवते पुरुषाय तुभ्यम्. Shloka 9 in Vishnu Sahasranama is Ishvaro Vikrami Dhanvi Medhavi Vikramakramaha Anuttamo Duradarshaha Kridajna Kridiratmavan. The words in this shloka are Ishvara Vikrami Dhanvi Medhavi Vikramaha Kramaha Anuttama Duradashah Kridajna Kriti Atmavan. So these are the 11 words in this shloka 9 of Vishnu Sahasranama. The first word is Ishwaraha. Ishwaraha has many meanings, and Ishwara is the creator of this universe, and Brahman is the cause of this universe. In Brahman, the Maya is in that unmanifested state, and in Ishvara, Maya is in the manifested state. Seeing Brahman through Maya is Ishvara, or seeing Brahman with Maya is Ishvara. Ishvara is the creator and Brahman is the cause. When I say creator or when the Shastra says creator, how does it create? How does Ishvara create using Maya? Maya evolves simultaneously, continuously, one after the other, as Prakriti, the Ahankara, the three gunas, then the Tanmatras, the subtle elements, the gross elements, then the combination of the gross elements, Panchikarana, and all like that, it goes on. After Pralaya, all these objects, that is, gross objects, they transform into subtle energy, subtle potent energy, and they are in Maya. And this Maya is drawn back during Pralaya in Brahman. So in Maya, all this universe exists in a very subtle form as just as potent energy. In Brahman, this Maya will be there with all this energy but in an unmanifested state. When the karmas of this potent energy, when they mature, the Maya manifests out of Brahman, and that manifested Maya along with Brahman is Ishvara. Now, Ishvara, using this Maya, he creates this universe. When the Shastra say using this Maya, how does this Ishvara create this universe? Does he create this universe using Maya, just like how a potter uses clay and make pots? Just like that, does he use Maya and bring on this creation? In that sense, Bhagavan, that is Ishvara, using Maya in that sense, just like how a potter uses clay to bring out clay pots, if Ishvara uses Maya in that sense, then Ishvara is called the Nimitta Karana, that is the fundamental cause or the intelligent cause. In the example, the potter, by his intelligence, he does create the different pots. Does he create this universe like that? using Maya, or we all must have seen in our houses the spider at building a cover. It brings out that enzymes and builds that cover. It catches prey by it using it, and after some time it draws back into it. The entire cover it draws back into it. So does Ishvara create this universe like that? Bring out this creation from him after all these karmas are over, draws back into him. Does he create like that? In that sense, Ishvara is called the Upadhana Karana, the material cause. In what way does Ishvara create this universe? Shastra says, Upanishad says in both ways. Ishvara is the Nimitta Karana as well as the Upadhana Karana of this creation. As Nimitta Karana, he used this Maya, that is, Maya is that driving force, the power of Maya, and it brings out this universe. Just like that, as I said, first the Prakriti evolved out of it, and then the three gunas, the Ahankara, everything come step by step. Maya is the driving force behind this creation. We see only the objects created, but not Maya. For example, I move my hand from here to here. You can see my hand moving, but not the force or the energy that is moving my hand. Just like that, we can see the objects and the created animate and inanimate objects in this world, but not the force, the driving force that creates this world, that is Maya. So, in that sense, the creation is done by the using the nimitta karana. That type of creation is called the nimitta karana. But Maya alone cannot evolve like that. It definitely needs Brahman to receive the power from Brahman and then create. Not create, evolve. Next, step by step, it will evolve. In that sense, Ishvara is the Upadhana Karana. So, in both ways, using just the example of a potter and the pots, in that way, Ishvara is the Nimitta Karana. He uses Maya, and the Maya take different steps. He is the Nimitta Karana. In the example of the spider and the comet, Maya alone cannot evolve, so it uses the Brahman, that is Ishvara, and then by that power it evolve out. In that case, Ishvara is the Upadana Karana. So in both way, the creation, Bhavan, that is Ishvara, is the Nimitta Karana as well as the Upadana Karana of this creation. Now, the point here is Brahman and Ishvara same? No. Brahman is the cause and Ishvara is the creator. So, in that sense, is Brahman and Ishvara different? Definitely no. Because what all exists here is only Brahman. There is nothing here outside Brahman. If something is outside Brahman, then we can say that they both are different. Brahman is non dual. So, what all exists here is Brahman only. So, they are not different. So the next question is, in what way are they different? The difference is in the way which we see him as Aishwara and Brahman. The difference, that is Jiva, Jagat, Atma, creation, Ishvara, all these differences come from the transactional reality, that is the Vyavaharika Satta. When we identify with the transactional reality, when we identify with the body mind complex and then see Brahman, then he is Ishvara because he has created all this. But when we are in the stand of Paramarthika Satya and when we see Ishvara, then we won't see him as Ishvara, he is Brahman, non dual infinite Brahman. So the difference is in the way which we perceive him, and he is not different. That's why Adi Shankaracharya said, this Jagat is Mithya. Mithya means anirvachaniya. You can't say what it is. For the time when you see it is real, but after some time it's not real. This creation is real, but after pralaya, this creation is not real. It won't be there. Not only this creation, Maya will not be there. Even Ishvara will not be there. That concept itself will dissolve in Brahman. So that's why it is this Jagat is Mithya and Satya is Brahman. So the difference is in how we perceive or we view Brahman. If we view him from the Paramarthika Satya, then he is Brahman, he is the cause of this creation. If we view him from the transactional reality, then he is Ishvara. Or Ishvara, the other name of Ishvara is Bhagavan, Lord, God, anything. Now the next question what comes is Bhagavan Vishnu Ishvara or Brahman? He is both. From the Paramarthika Satya, he is Brahman. From the Vyavaharika Satya, he is Ishvara. He is the Atma. He is the Ishvara. He is the Jiva and he is the Jagat. He is the all-pervading Brahman. So, Bhagavan Vishnu, he is the Ishvara means he is the creator, he sustains this world and he dissolves this world in the end. And all these differences are only for the Jiva. For a Jnani, he is Brahman. So that's the meaning of Ishvara. And just to see, think about the knowledge of Acharya Bhishma. He is combining both this. In one shloka, he tell about the Paramarthika Satya, and in the next shloka, he tells about the Vyavaharika Satya. Just combination, one by and all this. He didn't have a pen and paper and just like how think and write, not like that. Or this coming from him when he saw Bhagavan Krishna and when King Yudhishthira asked him, who is that supreme person who to be worshipped, it is just coming out from him automatically. So just imagine how much he has understood about Bhagavan or Brahman or this creation or this Jagat, the great Acharya Bhishma. So that's the meaning of the word Ishvara. In this context, I have to make another point clear. Some say that Ishvara is Bhagavan Vishnu, some say him as Bhagavan Shiv, and some say that Ishvara is Ma Kali, some say it as Sri Rajarajeshwari. So, why this difference? It's all the difference is in that Prakriti, in the Maya. If we see Brahman, that is Brahman, with Sattva concept of Maya, then he is Bhagavan Vishnu or Bhagavan Shiv. That is, Shiv means that pure, auspicious energy. That's what I mean. If a person see him with Tamoguna, then he is Rudra. If a person see him as complete Maya, Mula, Prakriti, then that Ishvara is Ma Rajarajeshwari. If we see the pure tamasic concept along with the rajasic concept, then she is Ma Kali. So the Ishvara is Brahman plus Maya. From what angle of Maya we see that Brahman, that name and form and the meaning entirely changes. That's what I said, it's all for the Vyavaharika Satya, for the transactional reality. When we see that Brahman as that pure consciousness, then he is Brahman or Atma. If we see that as the creator, then he is Ishvara. If we see it as our indwelling self, then he is Jiva. If we see him as the witness, then he is Atma. So it's all depends on the way we see, and the difference doesn't lie in Brahman or Ishvara. The next word is Vikrami. Vikrami means a person who cannot be defeated by anyone, or a person who is fearless. And we can very well understand this fearless nature of Bhagavan from Bhagavan Vishnu's different avatars. As Bhagavan Sri Ram, he exhibited his fearless nature, very calm and a very serene type, but extremely fearless nature, and he was a warrior. And in Bhagavan, the next avatar in Bhagavan Krishna, we see his fearless nature along with his sportive nature. And Narsimha avatar, fearless nature but aggressive nature. So almost in all the avatars, we see his fearless and the fearless nature. He cannot be defeated by anyone. So he is called Vikrami. And the other meaning for Vikrami is one who has a specific order and who has a well planned way of doing things. That is also called Vikrami. And of course, Bhagavan Vishnu, he's a Vikrami. He's the creator itself, and he has a specific order of creating things. So that's the meaning of the word Vikrami. The next word is Dhanvi. Dhanvi means Dhanu, that one who holds the bow, Dhanu. He is called Dhanvi. And here I would like to quote from Bhagavad Gita, 10th chapter, that is the Vibhuti Yoga, and the verse, that is the Sloka, is 31. Chapter 10, Sloka 31 says, Pavana Pavadamasmi Rama Shastra Bhritamaham. Among the warriors, I am Rama. Because that only that avatar, he always carried the bow in his hand. So as a warrior, he is Rama. That is Bhagavan Krishna say in the Vibhuti Yoga, that is in the 10th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. And the name of the bow that Lord Sri Ram always holds in his hand was Kotanda. The name of that bow was Kotanda. And the name of the bow that Bhagavan Vishnu always has in his hand is Saranga. That is why who is called Sarangapani, the person who holds a Saranga in his hand. And the Saranga, that is the bow itself, depicts the universal Ahankara, the universal I consciousness. When Bhagavan releases an arrow from that bow, and it just goes and hit any asura, that means that individual consciousness of the asura is merged with the universal consciousness. That's the meaning of the bow Bhagavan has in his hand. Always he has that bow in his hand. And it is said in the Shastras that when Vishwakarma decorated this creation, he made two bows, especially one for Bhagavan Shiva and another for Bhagavan Vishnu. The name of the bow Bhagavan Shiva has in his hand is Pinaga. That's why he is called as Pinagapani. And with that bow, he destroys the Tripura, that is the Tripura built by Mayasura. Actually, the implication of that story is the three puras are the Rajasic Ahangara, Tamasic Ahangara, and the Sattvic Ahangara. When it comes into emerges, then it is easy to destroy that Ahangara and take that individual Ahangara and merge with the universal Ahangara, that is universal I consciousness. And after using that bow, Bhagavan Shiva, he just throw it away. And God Indra, he went and collected it and gave it to the ancestors of Janaka Maharshi. And the ancestors of Janaka Maharaj, they kept it very safe and handed it over to Janaka Maharaj, and that's the bow, that is the Shiva Dhanu, that is used in the Swayambara of Sita Devi. And Lord Sri Ram, he was able to break it, and the marriage happened. And the other bow that Vishwakarma made, he gave it to Bhagavan Vishnu, and the name of that bow was Saranga, and that he always hold the bow Saranga. And so Bhagavan Vishnu is called Sarangapani. So that's the meaning of the word Dhanvi. The next word is Medhavi. Medhavi means one who knows everything, that is the past, present, and future. If a person knows the past, present, and future, and we call him as Medhavi, and Bhagavan Vishnu, he knows about this creation, and as Antaratma, he knows all our thoughts, words, and deeds. Even before we think, he is aware of it. Even when we plan, he is aware of it. So he is called as Medhavi, as Atma, Antaratma. He knows everything, and as the pure consciousness, he knows everything, and so he is the Medhavi. Vikramaha. Vikrama means that is the next word. Vikrama means one who has surpassed this creation. That is one who has passed over the transactional reality. That is the one meaning. The next meaning is means the bird, a bird or the Garuda. Pramanaha means one who moves or one who walk like that. So one who travel by the on the bird Garuda, he is called Vikrama. That is one meaning. And another meaning is one who lead everyone very consciously or with care, step by step. He is called Vikrama. This universe or this creation has a constant rhythm that will not change forever. It has a constant rhythm. If we align with that constant rhythm, then there is no problem in our life. But we fail to understand that rhythm and we go by our own rhythm. Sometimes it may be opposite and we just collapse at the time because the universal rhythm will not change. If we make our own rhythm of life, then it will go and bang on that universal rhythm, and that's all. So, if we worship Bhagavan Vishnu, we will understand that rhythm of this universe, and he leads us step by step very consciously, and so he is called Vikrama. That's why Acharya writes Visheshena Kramanat iti Vikramaha. That's the another meaning of the word Vikrama. And the another meaning is Va means that bridle. Bridle is that small piece of metal or leather that goes inside the mouth of the horse. And to that bridle only the reins are connected. And in the Bhagavan Krishna Avatara, Bhagavan Krishna holds that reins of the horse, that five horses, which are our five senses. He will control that horse, and which by this symbolic in this symbolic context, it means that Bhagavan controls all the beings of this creation by directing or controlling their senses, and by that meaning also he is called Vikrama. He controls the movement of all the beings. So Vikrama, it has four meanings. First is the one who surpasses this transactional reality, that is the creation. He is Vikrama. One who always travel by on the bird Garuda, he is called Vikrama. And one who leads everyone very consciously, step by step, he is called Vikrama. And the other meaning is he controls the senses of all the beings. So by that way, meaning also he is called Vikrama. The next meaning, that is the next word, is Krama. Krama also means, Kramana means walk or move. That is, Bhagavan Vishnu pervades this entire creation. That is, it is said that he walks on this creation. He pervades this entire creation. And so he is called Kramaha. He pervades this creation and so called Kramaha. The next meaning is, the word is anuttama. Anuttama means one who is beyond comparison. There is no one in this creation, in this materialistic world, to compare with him. He is beyond any comparison. And in the Bhagavad Gita, when Arjuna saw the cosmic form of Bhagavan, he praised Bhagavan by these words. I quote from Bhagavad Gita, that is in the Vishwarupa Darshana, that is chapter 11. Chapter 11, Arjuna praises Bhagavan Krishna. Just seeing his cosmic form, he praised Bhagavan Krishna. These are the words of Arjuna. पितासि लोकस्य चराचरस्य त्वमस्य पूजश्च गुरुर्गरीयान् न त्वत्समुद्यभ्यति कुतोऽन्यः लोहत्रयेभ्यः प्रतिमप्रभाव. These are the words of Arjuna. Arjuna, seeing the cosmic form of Lord, he instantly said these words. Pitasi lokasya characharasya. Krishna, you are the Pita, the father of this entire creation, both the sentient and insentient beings. You are the father of this creation. Twamasya pujasya, you are fit to be worshipped. Guru Gariyan, you are the best teacher, the supreme teacher, no doubt. You are the best teacher, Krishna, he said. Natvat sama, there is no one equal to you. Kya bhyadiha kutaha, there is no one equal to you itself. Then how is it that someone supreme to you? There is no one equal to you and no one superior to you. Kya bhyadiha kutaha. Lohatrayebhya prathima prabhavaha. In the three lokas, you are that unequaled power. Exactly, these are the words just fit to describe Bhagavan Krishna, that is Bhagavan Vishnu also. No one is equal to him itself. He is non-dual Brahman. Then how is it possible that someone is higher than him, superior to him? That's the meaning of the word Anuttamaha. So Bhagavan Krishna is explained in this way, and Arjuna explained the word Anuttama just aptly, very apt way of describing Bhagavan Vishnu. So that comes in the 11th chapter, verse, that is verse 43. The next word is Duradarshaha. That is, the meaning is no one can control him and no one can defeat him. Definitely, because no one is superior to him, or no one is other than him. He is non-dual Brahman. Then how can anyone control or defeat him? The ninth word is Kridajnaha. Kridajna means one who can be easily pleased. We say he is a dayalu. He is so he can be pleased easily. That is the exact meaning for the word Kridajnaha. Here also I quote the Bhagavad Gita. Bhagavad Gita in chapter 9, verse 26, that is Shlokas 26 say, Patram pushpam phalam toyam yo me bhaktya prayachati tadaham bhaktubahridam ashnami prayatatmanah. Patram, that is a leaf, pushpam, some flowers, phalam, some fruits, toyam, little water, whatever is given to me with bhaktya, with devotion and purity of mind, I will immediately accept it and bless them. So he can be so easily pleased. Bhagavan Vishnu can be easily pleased. He doesn't need anything so elaborate or anything so very grand to please Bhagavan Vishnu. He can be pleased so easily, and very quickly he will be pleased by the devotion of the bhaktas. And that's the meaning, one meaning of the word kritatnyaha. Another meaning is krita means the action or karma, nya means knowing. So he knows the action of all the beings. As Antaratma, he knows the thought, word, and deed of every being. And so, by that meaning, he is called as Kritatnyaha. That is the ninth word. And the 10th word is Kritihi. Kritihi means he impels us to do action. That is, he forces by the buddhi, or as the effort we take, he forces, he impels us to do the action according to our prarabdha karmas. That's why some acharyas say that to worship Bhagavan we need his blessing. So as a buddhi, or as the shakti in us, as the power in us, he impels us to do karma. And by that meaning, he is called Kridihi. And the next meaning, that is the word, and the last word in this shloka is Atmavan. That is one who is sustained by his own glory. He is called Atmavan. He doesn't need any external support. He exists by his own glory. And very beautiful verse from Chandogya Upanishad I would like to quote here. Chapter 7, section 24, mantra 1 of Chandogya Upanishad. It's quite a big mantra. It's a very important mantra. It explains the Brahma Lakshana itself. In that mantra, the line before the last line, it says, Sa Bhagavaha Kasmin Pradishtita Iri Swe Mahimni. He is established by his Swemahimni, by his own glory. He is established by his own glory, and that is Brahman. And Bhagavan Vishnu is established by his own glory because there is no one to support him, no one to give him power. He exists by his own glory. So that's the meaning of the word Atmavan. And as the Atma of all of us, he remains in ourselves. And here also I would like to quote the Bhagavad Gita, that is verse 20, Sloka 20 of chapter 10. Again, the Vibhuti Yoga. Bhagavan Krishna say in the 20th verse, that is 20th verse, he says, Ahamatma gudhakeshah sarvabhudashaya sthitah ahamadischa madhyancha bhutanamanta evacha. That is, aham atma sarvabhudashaya sthitah. I am as Atma, I am residing in all the beings. Ahamadischa, I am the beginning, Madhyam, middle, Bhutana Manthan Evacha. That is, I am the end of all the beings. As Atma, I am existing in all the beings, and I am the beginning, middle, and the end. So that's the beautiful words of Bhagavan Krishna as said in Bhagavad Gita in chapter 10, Shloka 20. So that's the meaning of the word Atmavan. With these beautiful words of Bhagavan Krishna, I would like to conclude this video. And the next shloka I will continue in my next video. Kayena vacha manasendriyaiva buddhyatmana va prakrite swabhavat karomi yatyat sakhalam parasmai narayanayeti samarpayami. That's it.